Hello, and welcome back to Belmont Bunch, where the Islanders somehow defeat the Flyers and take 2 out of 3 in an important little 3-game series where now it looks like the Islanders might get like a week off because of the Boston cancellations. The story of this game, Ilya Sorokin. It was his coming out party in the NHL. He makes 36 stops. I forgot to put the total shots on net, but it was 37-20. In favor of Philly. And Ilya Sorokin only had one gaffe probably in the whole game and then immediately made up for it. So easily the first star and probably the second star and possibly the third star. But we'll start from the beginning. The Islanders play a dreadful first period. Sorokin does a good job of keeping them in the game. Puck was bouncing a lot. It seemed like the Islanders couldn't get a lot of zone time or possession in the zone because they were constantly battling the bouncing puck. That, and they were battling the refs, who missed 3 calls in the first period. There was a delay of game. There was a too many men on the ice, where the Flyers even looked a little bit surprised that it wasn't called. And there was a trip that at least was a little bit borderline because it was kind of like a hip check, but it was close on how the takedown happened. But nothing called. The Islanders kill a penalty in that first period. Sorokin does the majority of the work. Second period, pretty much the same exact story, except the Flyers are able to get one. Oscar Lindblom scores his 3rd goal in 3 games against the Islanders. And it's 1-0. Nothing Sorokin could do about that at all. I think it's Pelech who actually didn't really lose the net front battle. He lifts the stick of Lindblom, but Lindblom's dragging skate kicks it in, not with a distinct kicking motion, but deflects it in. So it's 1-0 there. And 1-0 after 2, and the Islanders only have 10 shots through 2. I believe they still only had 10 shots through the first 5 minutes of the third. So it didn't feel like this game was going to get any better. Islanders couldn't win faceoffs. The only thing they did all right tonight was special teams work, and that would actually play a role in the overtime. But in the third, the Islanders start to finally get a little bit of a push about midway through. Oliver Wahlstrom caps off a good little spurt of play from the Islanders with a goal that is one of those easy. It was almost like the Tavares goal against Florida, where he just was sitting there. The puck comes loose and he just lifts it into the net, and it's 1-1 from there. And the Islanders actually played an okay third. They were outshot pretty badly in every period of this game, but again, Sorokin just constantly making big saves, and that leads us to the one mistake that he makes in this game, which is bad rebound control on a shot with about 1:40 left, and it forces Nick Leddy, who looked like he was caught off balance or flat-footed, to take a hooking penalty right in front of the net on Kevin Hayes, because Kevin Hayes was streaking in with a chance to slam in the rebound. So it's a good penalty from Nick Leddy, because obviously you'd rather take the penalty than take a shot in close like that. And that penalty I put more on Ilya Sorokin for giving a bad rebound. However, immediately Ilya Sorokin has a ridiculous save off of a heavy deflection. It looks like that one's going off the post and in, if it isn't stopped. And the Isles escape with the point. And since they were killing a penalty going into OT, it was 4-on-3, but only for 11 seconds to start OT. And then, obviously, because of the rules, it was 4-on-4 until the next whistle. And luckily for the Islanders, I think, no whistle comes. The Islanders are a little bit better without the freewheeling 3-on-3 game style, even though that's one of the best inventions the NHL's come up with. And the Isles, because of that 4-on-4, where I think they're a little bit stronger, and they started on their PK, which played all right tonight, it actually led to a chance going the other way. And the Isles were even able to get the fourth line out there in OT, which is pretty rare. And they possessed all right. They outshoot the Flyers 4-0 in overtime. So it's the only period of the game where they outshot them. And the game winner comes from an assist by Pajot. Pajot just kind of gets it deep. He had a couple plays tonight, especially on the PK, where he did a good job of not just dumping it, but carrying the puck into the zone, holding it, and then kind of cycling it around the boards and actually giving us possession on the PK instead of just dumping it, which is already a good thing. But, if you can get possession, that's fantastic. And on this one, Beauvillier is able to use that incredible speed he has to beat old man Elliott to his own post. He banks it off the skate. And the Islanders win a game they have no business winning outside of the play of Ilya Sorokin. But Now the Islanders are 12 points ahead of the first team outside of the playoffs. So the cushion is looking good when it comes to at least making the playoffs, which, obviously should be beyond what, we hope for, but obviously that's the first hurdle you have to get over. But anyway, that's it. Ilya Sorokin, first, second, and third star. Incredible stuff. And maybe, the start of something big for Sorokin, because he gets 2 starts in a row, and he shows that the Islanders can trust him with his 8th straight win. So we've got a tandem here, and it's amazing for the Islanders come playoff time because, look, we used both goalies in the playoffs a bunch of times last year. So the Islanders are going to ride whoever's hot, and, I think that's good to have the ability to do that. Anyway, that's the video. Please like and subscribe below. Let me know what you thought of the game, and we'll see you whenever the next game is, and we don't even know when that is yet. All right, goodbye.